What's up guys, welcome to another unboxing on the Phone Arena YouTube channel. This is the Realme 5 that has launched yesterday because the embargo date is today. Yesterday was the 5 Pro embargo date, today is the 5 embargo date. It's the successor to the Realme 3. So what position does this phone occupy? What is this phone all about? That's what we are going to see in this video. This is the unboxing and the first impressions of the Realme 5. So let's start with the positioning. This is going to be under 10,000. That's the kind of the phone that you see. Does it look like an under 10,000 phone? Well, that's up to you to decide. I'm going to show you in depth in a little bit, but this definitely looks like a greater than 10,000 rupees phone. So that's definitely job well done by Realme, and they have done a really good job in other areas as well. So what are the most important features that we should know about from this phone? 5000 mAh battery. That's the first time the Realme series gets a 5000 mAh battery, and quad cameras. That's going to be unseen in this price range as well. So that's going to be the key focus features of this phone. 5000 quad cameras. Great. And design as well. Design and youthful, attractive design is something that Realme has been doing since their first phone. So over at the back of the box, you can immediately find out the SAR value, which a lot of you are interested in knowing. 1.180, that's the head SAR, and the body SAR is 0.631. So that's not much opinion about it, but those who want to know can know about it. And this is the 4GB 128GB variant. There's going to be other variants as well. So let's open up the box. As usual, they welcome you to the Realme family. Hey, welcome to the Realme family. And you have the case, the TBU case inside. Of course, you can see the camera cutout is a bit different, and it's a longer case because this has a large screen. So inside you also have the quick guide, which shows that you have a dedicated microSD card slot, which is great, and dual SIM card slots. Dedicated SIM card and microSD card slots. Great. And the main screen, as I said, it's a large screen. It says that it's 6.5 inches in diagonal, which is big for a HD plus screen, but whatever. 5000 mAh battery, and camera is 13 megapixels at the front, and at the back you have a 12 megapixel plus 8 plus 2 plus 2. I'll tell you what that means. And you have the LTE support and all those things. So that's about it for the quick guide, and important information is where you can find the warranty information. So that's pretty much what you get in terms of paperwork. Now moving on, you have the SIM ejector tool and the 10-watt charger with the micro USB cable, because this phone does not come with fast charging or USB Type-C. So that's all we have in the box. And now is the time to check the phone out. As you can see, it's a large phone. So what do I think about the hardware and the software? Let's find out. Okay, so as you can see right away, the back is made of plastic but has a very glossy finish. And it's the same design pattern as the 5 Pro. So they are using the same kind of a reflective design. It's not star-shaped, it's randomly shaped, but it definitely looks nice. And it also feels really nice. This is a much longer phone compared to the 5 Pro because it has a 5000 mAh battery, but it also has the same quad camera setup. I mean, I don't know the price yet. As I said, this is going to be before the price has been announced. So I don't know what the price is going to be, but if it is going to be the same price as the 3, I expect this quad camera to be the most important feature that people will look forward to. As you can see, there is a fingerprint scanner as well. Let's take a closer look at the camera and talk about the sensors. The primary sensor is a 12 megapixel unit, and it has f1.8 aperture. That's great. And the secondary sensor is a 8 megapixel wide angle sensor, wide angle lens with an 8 megapixel sensor, and the rest of them are 2 megapixel depth sensors and ultra macro, of course. So this phone is also having a quad camera setup, which is a crazy thing if it comes at the same price as the 3. So yeah, this phone also feels a bit heavy. It's a thick, heavy phone. Not as heavy as I had intended it to be, because 5000 mAh is huge, and it's definitely not as heavy as the Z1 Pro, at least in feel, but definitely is a thick phone. As you can see on the side, it's pretty thick. On the right side, you have the power button, and over at the top, you have nothing. and over at the left side you have the dedicated SIM card slot, dual SIM card slot and a microSD card slot, and the volume rockers. Now moving to the bottom, you have a micro USB port, unlike the 5 Pro which has a USB Type-C, and you have the primary microphones here with 2 holes, I don't know for what, and the speakers and the 3.5mm audio jack. Now let's move on to the front. As you already know, this has a 6.5-inch HD plus screen. So 6.5-inch and HD plus, definitely not a great combination, but the display looks pretty good. I mean, as you can see, the resolution is not that apparent and it does look good. The colors look good, and definitely a big screen that's going to be great for entertainment purposes. Now as you can see, ColorOS has changed a bit. There are rounded circular icons now for the notification draw icons, and it has changed from a flatter squarish one. Definitely a good move. Definitely they are listening to the feedback, and as you can see, the front facing camera is a 13 megapixel unit and it's in a dewdrop notch just like the 3. Now let's go into the settings. As you can see, ColorOS pretty much unchanged, and inside the battery options you have a certain few extra modes that you haven't seen in the earlier versions. So as you can see, I'm using gestures. And going into the about phone, you can see what powers this phone. It's a 665 processor, and this phone is capable of recording 4K videos, which is really crazy for this segment. You can record 4K videos and it's powered by 665 processor, 4GB of RAM, 128GB of storage. There is going to be other variants as well, other colors as well. As you can see, this phone does not have a gradient on the side. It's a single color. I like this more than the gradient versions. I don't know why, but I like this kind of a setup. Now, Android version is the same. ColorOS, as you can see, 6.0.1. There is a bit of a change in the ColorOS version from 6. So that's ColorOS, guys. This is ColorOS. You can see the ColorOS launcher. I am not using this phone. Shiva is using this phone. So to know what he thinks of this device, you can go to the Tamil channel and check it out. Now, otherwise, I'll show you the camera, which is really important because it's a quad camera setup. Now this is the wide angle option, which gives you the ultra wide lens, and you can still do digital zoom on it, and you can do digital zoom on the 12 megapixel sensor as well. It goes up to 5x. I don't know for what, but it still goes up to 5x. You can use that in video as well. In video you cannot choose the wide angle lens, but you can indeed shoot in 4K, which is great. Now let's move on to the other options. There is ultra macro option, which is going to use the 2 megapixel fixed focus lens. As you can see, this is the ultra macro. It goes really close and it stays in focus. There is no autofocus. It stays in focus, and as you can see my fingerprint here. So that's the ultra macro mode, and there is also a nightscape, and of course you have the chroma boost as well. This is what's great about ColorOS. It gets the features down to all the price ranges. Realme 5 coming soon, 5000 mAh battery. It's going to last long. Performance also is going to be great. 665 and quad cameras. I'm really looking forward to see how this camera performs in all the conditions. So there is going to be other videos for that in the Tamil channel. So if you know and understand Tamil, do check out the Tamil channel, and also hit a like if you like it. If you have any questions, do post them in the comment section below. This is the Realme 5. What do you think? You know the price. Let us know in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.